Okay, so we're going to start our basketball unit, and our first lesson within the basketball unit is going to be how to properly dribble a basketball. How to properly dribble a basketball requires 5 cues, and I'm going to be going over those 5 cues. The first of the 5 is stance. So in order to dribble the basketball, have total control, you have to put your body in a position. They call it the athletic position. So all you're going to do is you want to stand shoulder length apart, your feet want to be even with your shoulders, and you want to get in a squat position, in this position right here. And what this gives you is it gives you a base, it keeps you sturdy, if you're standing up straight, you don't have that much control. So you want to get down, and they call this the athletic position. That's number 1. Number 2 is you want to keep your head up. And what I mean by head up is not like this. Just keep your head up to where you can see what's going on in front of you, because when you're dribbling the ball, you want to see what's going on around you. If you're looking down, you might run into somebody. If you're looking up, you still might run into somebody. Looking to your right and left, you don't know what's going on. So you want to be in the athletic position, and you want to have your head up at all times. Third is keeping the ball on your fingertips. Now, this is a mistake that a lot of people make. When it comes to dribbling the basketball, they think that you have to hold the ball in the palm of your hand like this, and that's a big no-no when it comes to dribbling the ball. You want to keep the ball on your fingertips, and what the fingertips does is it gives you more control of the ball. It keeps the ball sturdy in your hands. If you're just like this, the ball can fall out of your hands. So you have more control of the ball when it's on your fingertips. So when it comes to dribbling the ball, when you're in your athletic position, your head's up, you want to try to keep the ball as much as you can on your fingertips. Do not put your palm on the ball, because then you're going to lose control. The 4th is you want to bounce the ball at waist level. You don't want to bounce the ball like this up high. You want to bounce the ball at waist level, because when it comes to the competitive part of the sport, when the defender's guarding you, you want to be able to keep the ball between you and the defender, and the way to do that is keep it low to the ground. If you're dribbling high, it's going to be easier for the defender to steal the ball. And it's just safer, because if you're dribbling high like this, the ball can hit you in the face, it can go somewhere else, it can hit somebody behind you. So you want to keep it, you want to bounce it waist high. You don't want to go higher than your waist. The last is push the ball, and this is another big mistake that a lot of people make when they're dribbling the ball. You want to push the ball, you don't want to slap the ball. So there might be cases where you see a lot of people do this, and they're slapping the ball. That's not how it goes back to our 3rd cue, which is keep the ball in your fingertips. So you want to push the ball, you want to give it a pushing motion towards the ground. Pushing motion, not a slap motion. So I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate what the basketball dribble should look like after you've accomplished all these 5 cues. So this is what you should look like when you're dribbling the basketball. You should be in this position right here. Notice that I'm not smacking the ball, I'm pushing the ball. I'm in a controlled position, in my athletic position, and the ball is bouncing waist high. If I'm dribbling like this, I can hit myself in the face. If I'm playing in a competition game, the defender can steal the ball from me. So I have more control with my body low to the ground and dribbling the ball waist high with my fingertips. Before the conclusion of this lesson, I just want to go over a couple of safety procedures. For those of you that are trying this lesson at home, or even if you're in a gym, a park, just make sure that you're wearing basketball shoes. You don't want to wear any open-toe shoes or shoes that don't have a back, because then you can't move how you want, and if you accidentally dribble the ball in your foot, that can cause some injury. Also, just make sure that you have enough space around you to operate in case the ball accidentally rolls somewhere, it doesn't hit anybody or harm anybody. And that concludes our dribbling lesson.